Good morning to all students. Today we'll be starting the next lesson, Unit 19, Origin and Evolution of Life. In this lesson, we'll be discussing about the introduction. So before getting into the introduction, you have to know what is evolution. So evolution mainly deals with the origin of life on Earth. The conditions and the forms of life on Earth were entirely different from what we see today. So everything evolved from one form to another for a better chance of survival. So living organism possesses distinct characteristics, display organizational and functional unity, entail a mechanism of origin and evolution of diversities, and maintain a balanced relationship with nature. So most aspects of evolution indicates that the knowledge of the past has become essential for fully understanding the present. Okay. So we have to understand each individual is unique and recognizing our differences. Okay, there are many aspects of evolution. If we want to understand the present, we have to gain knowledge in the past. Okay. So life since its beginning on Earth has changed throughout the time. The history of life comprises of two aspects. One is the origin of life on Earth and other is mechanism involved in the gradual changes and adaptations of living organism through time, which is known as the evolution of life. So the organisms are facing a huge changes since they developed. The history of life comprises the two aspects, as I said already, the origin of life on Earth and the evolution of life. So then origin of Earth. So origin of life is linked with the origin of Earth. So I think you all might have heard about Big Bang theory. It proposes that universe has developed by an explosive beginning and originated. So 15 billion years ago there were a blast. In the blast, the universe has comprised with stars, clouds of gases and dust, which is forming the galaxies. The solar system was probably created when the gaseous clouds started to collapse due to the force of its own gravity, which is forming atoms and particles. So we know clouds is literally made of water drops or ice crystals floating in the sky. Okay, so the first sphere is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So here the clouds of gas and dust indicates it is called as nebula, which is against the clouds of dust and gases. Okay, which is composed of hydrogen, helium and other ionized gases in the galaxy, that is Milky Way. So atoms, dust grains and gaseous disks aggregated to form clumps and gave rise to planets. Okay, this is forming the solar system, that is on the Milky Way galaxy. Earth was supposed to have been formed about 4.5 billion years back. So life appeared 500 millions of years after the formation of Earth. Then the theories on origin of life. So here many theories have been postulated to explain the origin of life. The views on the origin of life has been put forth as, they have given you 7 theories which is describing the origin of life. Okay, the first one is special creation. Okay, according to this theory states that all the life on Earth is divine creation. Okay, also it attributes to supernatural event at particular time and past. So supernatural in the sense some force which is acting against or beyond scientific understanding is called as supernatural, and this theory states that all the living organisms, all the life on earth is a divine creation and it is developed beyond the supernatural creations. Okay, supernatural events. Okay, it also states that since life has developed, they didn't face any changes. So the next one is spontaneous generation, that is also called as abiogenesis. So according to this theory, life originated spontaneously from lifeless matter. Okay, so this theory states that fishes have developed from mud and frogs are developed from moist soil and insects from decaying matter. Okay, then biogenesis. So it was proposed by Louis Pasteur in 1862, and he states that life originated from pre-existing life. Okay, so he showed that the pre-sterilized flask kept closed airtight. Okay, pre-sterilized in the sense already the flask is cleaned well. Okay, and he added a killed yeast with those flasks in those flasks. So then he closed tightly the flasks, and the yeast does not give rise to any life. In another flask he had added yeast and he didn't close the flasks, but he observed that the living organisms were aroused from the killed yeast. Then extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. So Louis Pasteur has said that life has developed from existing life, isn't it? So here in extraterrestrial or cosmic origin, some scientists still believe that life came from outer space. Okay, this statement or cosmic region states that that life have developed from the outer space. Okay, so this states that unit of life called spores were transferred to different planets including Earth. This is still an idea of some astronomers. Then chemical evolution of life. This idea was developed by Oparin in 1922 and Haldane in 1929. They proposed that with the condition prevailing on Earth, life arose by a series of sequential chemical reactions. The first form of life could have come from pre-existing non-living inorganic molecules, which gave rise to the formation of diverse organic molecules which are transformed into colloidal system to produce life. The modern concept on chemical evolution regarding origin of life was expected. So here in this theory, it states that life has developed from a non-living molecules. Okay, here the non-living molecules are transformed into the colloidal system to produce the life. Okay, here the molecules are formed into a colloidal solution and it